There have been burials at what is now the Utica Cemetery since 1817, and keeping track of close to 200 years of history spread out over nearly 15 acres is the job of Utica Cemetery President Wally Dobler and the cemetery board and staff.
The numbers on top and the letters on the side. So we were looking for post number 10. Post number 10 is right here. We go to C5 and C9. So here's C5 is right over here, and it goes right over here. So right down here should be number 10, and there is 10 right there. And that tells you in what section of the grave that person is buried. So it'd be right over here.
Keeping track of the more than 9,000 graves at Utica Cemetery has dominated Dobler's time for the past 10 years. He has converted over 150 years of handwritten records into digital spreadsheets in hopes that the cemetery's history will continue to live on.
The idea, to me, a cemetery should know who is buried there and where they're buried there and what have you, and that is number one. So when people call from California, New Mexico, or New York to find their great uncle or aunt or grandmother, we should know, yes, we have them here, or no, we don't.
4.45 acres of land that would become the Utica Cemetery were deeded to the Cemeteries Association by the Stead family in 1863. Among the oldest graves at the cemetery are those of the Steads, including Joseph Stead, who in 1829 platted the village of Harlow, which would later become Utica. And it's that kind of history that Dobler believes is the cemetery's greatest asset.
What do you think the value of this cemetery is to the Shelby Township Utica community?
There'd be no way of putting a dollar value on it. It's just valuable. You can't buy something like this. I mean, this is history. This is almost 200 years of people dying and maintaining their lots. And just think of how many visits go on here every day, every night, every day, except for the winter time where one meets in one, and then you're talking, you visit with someone over here, and there's a lot of traffic in here in the summertime, but people are taking care of their graves and putting flowers on, which we permit. And it's got to be kept 1 foot from the grave so we can go and get through with the lawnmowers and what have you. And that's fine. We have very, very few problems. Very, very few.